Hello everyone and welcome back to Terra Invicta. You all seemed to enjoy this game last time. I think it became my most successful non-sim video, so I am definitely happy to continue this. And let's just continue where we were last time. So here's where we left off last time. For anyone who's not seen last time, I will hopefully remember to put a little card at the top so you can watch that if you'd like to. But just as a brief summary, we are the Resistance faction. We are one of multiple factions dealing with the appearance of aliens over Earth. So they've landed once in Western China, once in Eastern China, and so far we don't really know what they're doing. They seem to abandon their spaceships as soon as they crash land, and then we're not really sure what's going on. I've been clearing up some alien plant life that's been appearing. That's about that. So we've got all sorts of different groups, all with different ideas of what we should be doing in response to the alien invasion. Some who want to embrace the aliens, some who want to fight the aliens. Us, we've seen enough sci-fi, we know where this is going, the aliens are up to no good, so we want to defend humanity. Only problem is humanity right now doesn't really see the need to be defended. We have very low popularity in most countries because no one really sees the aliens as too much of a threat. They've just basically crashed two ships. The first one may have been an accident, but the second one seemed rather on purpose. The ship came from further out in the solar system and just rammed into China. So I think this is just how they're landing. They're just sending one-way ships. But we're pretty convinced that they're up to something, so we are starting to try and take control. And right now I've been focusing my efforts in Europe. So we have some control in Germany, although rival servants parties are gaining power there as well. We've grabbed control of Poland completely, as well as the Baltic states and Ireland, and grabbing some random other countries as we go. So we've also got Slovakia, starting to make headway into Greece, but could do a bit more there. And generally just trying to get our economic base up and running here in Europe, a little bit away from where the aliens seem to be threatening. I'd love to grab something like America as well, but again, right now we're just struggling to make headway there. The resistance is just really, really unpopular there. And to help us take control of the world, these are our four councillors, our agents that we can send around. Got a diplomat, Douglas, a politician, Dang Chingdu, got a rebel who is our main guy for blowing stuff up, taking on the aliens. Right now he doesn't have too much to do, but quite useful in general. And Heijin Zhou here, who is a political activist. So mostly I'm focusing on getting countries onto our side at this point. I'm actually just going to shift my focus temporarily away from Europe, just for a little bit. So I've noticed that we're quite popular in Thailand. Thailand's got a really quite strong economy, very, very strong in terms of its science output, and might give us a little bit of a foothold around here in Asia where the aliens seem to be focusing for now. I'm going to spend a little bit of influence to boost the chances and send Douglas off to try and grab that. Duo is going to continue to try and push in around Europe and see if I can fully take control of Germany. Going to cost us some influence. Gives us about 2/3 chance. It'll do. Have a go.
Establishing control.
So we can grab Germany. That would be quite important for us. I'm also going to continue working towards pushing in France. So I'm going to surveil France just to see if any other agents are in the area. But Heijin Yo, she is going to really push on the publicity campaign there. Okay, and I think I'm going to buy the Perun company here. They give a bit bonus influence, so we're currently making 39 a month. This gives us an extra 2, gives us an extra slot for space missions going forward, which is quite nice. Lets the agent do publicity campaigns, which is something we're missing on Douglas here. Gives us a bit extra science, and gives a bonus to military and social science research. Yeah, costs basically all of our money right now, but that gives him a nice new organisation that he can control. Give us some more options there. Nice, got a bit more of a boost to France's popularity. Have got our first little chunk of Thailand, that's really nice. And we've got executive control over Germany, very nice. So that was a very successful round. So I can continue grabbing control of Thailand. I'm going to start getting a bit more aggressive in France. I'm going to do a crackdown on one of these sites, which I think, if I understand this right, makes it easier to purge in the future. Okay, nice. And Duncan do has 20 XP, so we can get our first improvement. And so I'm going to put 20 points into improving her persuasion, since that's what we've been using her for.
We've neutralized their key people.
Crackdown was a success. And more control over Thailand.
Our associates were unable to take control.
Okay, I'm going to spend a fair bit of influence, but that should really give me a good chance to kick France out there.
Targeting the opposition.
Or kick the Academy out of France. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to grab random European states. Very nice, managed to kick out one of the Academy's people in France, so you can begin getting a foothold there. We now have executive power in Thailand. Okay, Douglas is going to do some defending interest in key areas. Okay, this one might be quite useful right now. If I pick up the Laguana Foundation, I can give Rachi here control nation missions, which I think are a bit more useful right now that we've got so many spare slots. So give them something useful to do. It'll also give us a load of extra money. Plus 8 a month is a decent increase. And a bit extra science, bit extra influence. The influence is actually really nice. Costs a fair chunk up front, but definitely think that's going to be useful. So now he is a very flexible agent. Okay, we're officially over our control point cap. So that's costing us some influence. It's going to make it harder to grow. Or we just may need to slow down our growth for a bit, focus on getting more people on our side rather than taking control of control points. We'll just have to see. Nice critical success in taking over Denmark, so we've got executive power there, and we're even more popular than before.
We're taking over.
We're taking over.
Got the first one in Czech Republic. Okay, so I really can't expand anymore. We're now losing influence. Okay, so we'll stop our expansion efforts at this point. Focus on controlling what we've got and increasing public support instead. So Douglas's job for a while is going to be to set up defended interests in a lot of these major countries that we're taking control of. I'm also going to target one of the major nations. I'm currently debating between going for Russia or America. Russia has the benefit that it's near China, so if we get executive control and China is getting invaded, we can send armies. Also means I'd be able to stop the Ukraine war, which is really not good for anyone in reality and is definitely not good in terms of defending against an alien invasion. On the other hand, America is a bit more on its own, so is a little safer for now, has a much bigger economy, but then does have the disadvantage that it's already mostly controlled by the Academy. Russia is mostly undecided. I think I might try and go for Russia. Nice, one of the public campaigns in Russia has succeeded. We now have 21% popularity.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
28%. One failed, that's fine. Surprised that we got as many as we did. And I've just realised Russia is actually completely controlled already. Okay, we can't get negative influence, that's good to know, so... Oh dear, enemies are doing something in Slovakia, they're trying to take control of it. It's not very good. Okay. One
Public
success,
opinion remains unmoved.
2 failures in America. Okay, we've got the advanced electromagnetism research done as a globe. The Project Exodus have grabbed one of the Denmark control points. And the Academy tried to purge France. Okay, this is all getting a bit stabby right now. Okay, so we've exited the early game here. So the missions were coming by, I think, every week. They're now twice a month, so everything is slowing down a little bit, but that's fine. We've achieved quite a lot. We're over our cap, and that I think was the main thing we're trying to achieve, so it's all good. Now we just need to defend some of our points a little more aggressively. But I can't because it costs influence to do so, and I don't have influence. That's unfortunate. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna get Wirachi to protect Slovakia, since people are definitely trying to do something.
On guard.
I'm also going to surveil that location, see if I can
Initiating
catch any enemies doing anything.
Standing by.
Okay, the alien fleet is now in low Earth orbit. Let's see what this ship does. Previous ones have just crashed into the planet. Assuming this is going to do the same. Yep. This time in Zambia. Okay, we've got orbital shipbuilding. It's very useful. Okay, support growing in America up to 10%. We now have a project that we could research to do the space dock. I'm going to focus on clandestine cells for now. Okay, and outpost tabs has been done. So we can now build an outpost core. And the supply depot project, so we're getting loads of projects we can unlock. Okay, but Wirachi is going to go search the new alien landing location. And send Doug to investigate the alien activity around there.
Reporting in.
Okay, and I'm going to pick up the Templin Institute for Dankindu. Really just gives us some extra science, but also gives us a little bit on the way to... Well, actually gives her a fair amount of extra investigation, so she's really good at investigating now. I'm going to give Douglas the Eminent trait. Gives us a load extra monthly influence income. Yeah, someone's cracking down in the Baltic states. Getting some public opinion in the UK. No further advances in America. UK is a pretty good target though. It's polarized enough that He Jinzhou can really use her crazy demagogue status. Okay, found some alien things, got some bonuses to our research. Indonesia and France have allied because the Academy told them to. All interesting. I'm going to defend my interests in Germany for now.
Securing our interests.
Meanwhile, Wirachi is going to assault the alien assets.
Ready.
Someone else has cracked down in Denmark on the Exodus lot, so I'm going to try and purge them and grab that territory back. Very nice, we've got clandestine cell research done, and that means we get an extra councillor, and we have 10 more capacity of our control points. Okay, for now I want to do some alien flora research, try and work out what these aliens are actually up to. Okay, there's been a scandal in the Baltic states, I'm just going to write it out. Oh, nice. Germany has joined spacefaring nations. I control Germany, so I get an extra boost to boost how much I can put into space and control. That's very nice. Nice, and wiped out a alien infestation, and we've re-established control of Denmark. Okay, and groups-wise, I'm going to pick up the EOS protection services for Wirachi, largely because I desperately need some income of ops, and I don't have anything right now. So now we're getting at least a little bit of ops in. Here, and I'm going to need to bank influence in order to pick up any more councillors. Okay, the Initiative have turned up as the final faction. They say that all of this alien arrival is a fabrication, but they are selling products that will protect against the fictitious alien disease. Yep, yeah, that checks out for humanity. Fine. We now have the tech for interplanetary warships. The Ukraine-Russian war has ended, thanks to the Protectorate. And France and Japan have allied. Okay, for my new council, I think I'm going to pick up this one, Ep.2 Kokumu. It's a scientist, physicist, gives some bonus science, and we get a nice big boost to energy research. Eminent gives a big boost to influence, so going to be adding almost 50% extra influence, which is very nice. Expert, so even more science and influence. Person does refuse to travel into space, which is a bit awkward for a scientist, but fine. I'm going to pick up this one for our new counselor, the Naxos Intelligence Solutions. Not very expensive and gives us plus 11 money a month. It's a big boost to our earnings. Going to pay for itself in really not long. And I'm going to get the HAL Analytics and Logistics for Douglas here. So I'm going to see what happens when I get my new scientist to advise this place. Sending her to
Your orders?
Poland, see what happens there. Okay, cool. So she's providing 8% research output, 5% GDP output. Okay, so checking out the Xenoflora research. Don't really know much about them, other than they are definitely alien and they spread really fast, so we've been doing the right thing and burning them as soon as we find them. Okay, so I'm going to start researching Outpost Core. We've got a nice bonus to energy research, so I'm going to help with the vacuum electrostatics more than anything else. Okay, so slowly improving our control over, or at least public opinion over America, UK and Russia. I'm not sure if I'm reading this right, but this would seem to be that if we pick up Volantis Industries, we would get an extra 93 income per turn, which is over doubling our income. So I'll go for it. Yeah, that definitely did double our industries. We are now getting huge amounts of money in, which is very fancy. Okay, so my scientist I'm going to get to research, support research in Germany instead, because it's a percentage bonus she gives and I get the largest percentage out of them. Okay, now I've just boosted Heijin Jo's persuasion by 1. She's going to be better at her missions. We've got vacuum electrostatic principles researched. Okay, deep space propulsion complex as well. Project Exodus is doing really well on the research front.
Standing
Got a
by.
bit of influence, so Douglas is going to secure control of the Baltic states. Oh, hang on, we've located aliens all over Africa. Okay, well, Rachi's got his job ahead of him. Make sure there's no signs of alien activity
Setting a
in the
watch.
other land locations. Okay, we've got mission to the moon. Pouring my research into nuclear fusion in space, since that's what I've got the biggest bonus to. And the UK has rejoined the EU. Excellent. But Italy's left the EU. Project Exodus wanted them to leave. We have taken care of one of the alien infestations. Cambodia's proposed ending its rivalry with Thailand. Yeah. There we go. Don't want all of our people fighting, want everyone focusing on the aliens. Another one that's going to be a massive boost to me, Athenia Products, plus 70 cash. Yeah, definitely picking that lot up. Now we're really going to be rolling in money. Okay, Rachi's
Reporting
going to
in.
attack the nearby place. Trying to hunt down these aliens when and where they appear. Okay, we've finished the Outpost Core project. We're going to build a space dock, or research space dock next. Okay, I've found the control. So it was a little bit unclear of exactly where this was, but I have found how to launch a platform. Okay, so I've got two choices of Earth orbits to launch a new satellite into. I'll go for the 1,000-kilometer orbit. Cost us hardly any money, but 1.5 boost. We've got 1.9 boost, so let's stick it up there. Alright, so it's not constructed yet, so I'll need to wait until it is 16th of June. Okay, so we've got 1 month to go. Okay, so our first station, which is called the Guadalupe Victoria Station. I don't know how to rename it, but either way, it is on its way. Oh, what? There's been a revolution in America, and that has led the servants to take control of 2 of the sectors. That is not good for us at all. Servants are almost the exact opposite of what we're doing. We want to resist the aliens, they want to obey them. On the bright side, we did manage to take out some of the alien life form, but not all of it. Okay, apparently unrest is getting really high in Thailand, so I'm just going to try and stabilise it. Okay, I'm going to make a bit of a play in Britain. We've got a lot of control, so I'm going to try and do a crackdown on one of the enemy councillors there. New alien fleet has shown up in low Earth orbit, and this time they landed in Chile. So they are not focusing on any one area in particular. Okay, crackdown was a failure. Oh, they defended. So before I could take them out, they defended there. That's fair enough. Yeah, the aliens are spreading all over Africa. Okay, scientists going to investigate that new alien site. Going to boost persuasion on Duncan Doe a little bit more. Right, I'm going to try attacking on the north end here to try and cut them off since they seem to be spreading rather quickly. Okay, well, the Academy have fortified in Britain, but Humanity First hasn't, so instead I'm going to do a crackdown against them. So I just made one of my councillors a bit more loyal. We have completed our hub module. Okay, so currently I don't think I can build any of these. I think I need to do more research to get those unlocked. We are doing research. I am going to send a probe to the moon, use up a little bit of our boost, but gives us the possibility of putting habitats there in the future. So we've done a crackdown in London, so we have really lowered the unrest in Thailand, burned some more of the aliens, and we've found some of the aliens over in Chile, giving us a bit more of a research boost. But anyway, I think that's a pretty good place to leave off for this week. We have done quite a lot. We have launched our first satellite. We have helped to secure our control over Europe. We're currently fighting to contain the alien infestation in Africa, and we're going to have to flip over and also do that in South America. And we are really starting to take our steps into the larger galaxy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please do leave a like. It really does help these videos and lets me know that you want to see more of this. If you do want me to be trying to do anything different, do just let me know down below. And if you'd like to be any of the councillors to be named after you, do just leave me a note down below or in my Discord. But anyway, until next time, I hope you remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. Cheers.